Hello and welcome back to What You Sayin, the show that looks at all things online in the world of football. I'm Lumos.
Bollywood Bhav.
And today we're going to start the show, and unfortunately on a bit of a sad note, just paying commiserations to Kobe Bryant and his daughter and all those that were aboard the helicopter that they crashed on. Sadly, over the weekend, Kobe Bryant was a legend in the world of sport, not just basketball. His legend transcends sport. The things he did outside of basketball was amazing. His inspiration to people all over the world, and it's one of those deaths that just, sends shockwaves throughout the world. Yeah. And it is very sad. And like I said, it wasn't just Kobe aboard the helicopter, it was his daughter Gianna, her friend and teammate, and her family were also on the helicopter, and it's just sad, very sad. So yeah. just a reminder as well to, our time here isn't guaranteed. We need to take every day.
You never know, innit?
You never know when you'll take every day with appreciation. You never know when your time may come. And with the time you have on this planet, let's just try and make a positive impact and inspire others the way the likes of Kobe Bryant has.
Don't hold grudges, and that's what it is, because
you never know.
You honestly never know, man.
Yeah, so rest in peace to Kobe, his daughter, and all those on board the helicopter. But let's get into things on a more lighter note. Before we get any further into the show, make sure you follow me on social media at Lumos7.
Subscribe to my channel, Sayin, on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Follow me on social media, and yeah. All
right, so the hot topic for us Arsenal fans is transfers. Transfers. We're happy with what's happening on the pitch, but off the pitch, things still haven't changed. We're not getting these signings in. We clearly need a defender. We've got Chambers out injured for the whole season. We've got Mustafi now injured. He got injured against Bournemouth. So yeah, Mustafi's been injured, and that's a blow as well. We've been linked with a centre-back, this Pablo Murray, and this is one of the latest Arsenal.
Can we just talk about how mad that was? Like, nowhere.
Came out of nowhere.
No one reported it whatsoever, right? Yeah. I was like, one night I'm going to go sleep early. I can't be asked for this. Too bored on Twitter, man. All this bollocks and rumours about Matvienko and so, whatever. I'm going to sleep, right? Wake up the next morning, Arsenal apparently signing this guy who's in London, having a medical. I was like, where the fuck did this come from?
It came out of nowhere, and then now there's rumours that they're haggling over
the worst thing is,
£1 million or something.
The worst thing is, right, I've been a video on my channel, but not welcome to Arsenal, but the typical welcome to Arsenal video kind of. Right? Yeah. Robbie's made a video which literally goes, welcome to Arsenal.
And then that same day, the story talks about there being a breakdown.
Listen, I wouldn't be surprised if this still doesn't happen, because it came out of nowhere, like literally out of nowhere.
Yeah, one point to make though, he was always meant to go back to Brazil apparently.
Yeah,
so that going back to Brazil didn't have anything to do with
I just don't understand the logic behind Arsenal. Even prior to Mustafi getting injured, and Chambers getting injured as well, by the way, we needed a centre-back. We knew that from the start. So why can't we should have sorted this out weeks ago. Weeks ago, man.
It is typical Arsenal,
because now what you leave yourself with is David Luiz, Socrates, and Holding. And neither three of them are trustable right now. Luiz is good right now, but come on, man. Right? We need to make.
And we also need to be able to rotate.
Exactly. We've got 3 centre-backs left. None of them are actually that good. And regardless of saying that, we still not signing anyone. And we signed someone like Murray, no disrespect to him, but is he going to be the answer for us for the future? Like, are you being serious now?
And a big club like us shouldn't have to be, have an issue over a couple of £1 million or whether or not we're getting him on loan or not. Like, this is just, it looks amateur, man. This is the kind of thing I expect from
It's funny as hell, right? Sorry to cut you off.
A lower level team.
But Arsenal struggling to sign players. United are struggling to sign players. So are Chelsea as well. I see Chelsea fans have got photos as they display pictures on Twitter, like their guns to heads. I was like, bruv, you're right now chilling in the 4th place, right? And Tottenham, of course, they're going to sign a few players now. But all the big clubs, right, seem to be struggling, except for Liverpool or Man City. They just look so much more organised than everyone else.
They are, and that's probably testament to also why they are where they are, because they're 2 clubs that have been run very well.
Exactly.
But to the Arsenal board, please fix up. Like, we need a defender.
Definitely.
So what you saying?
All right, so let's get into the fan cams. Arsenal beat Bournemouth 2-1 to advance to the next round of the FA Cup. A very beautiful display of football. The youngsters really shone through, and this is what the fans had to say.
Aubameyang being out of the team, obviously he's our main man, he's our star man, but all of the youngsters that have played, they've stepped up in his thing. Martin,
did he come back in for you?
Oh yeah, of course.
At Burnley?
Yeah, you have to put Aubameyang in the team. He has to start because he's more than likely going to score a goal.
Right, so what would your front three be for that game against Burnley?
Probably Pepe, Aubameyang and Martinelli. I'll stick with that.
You drop Lacazette?
Well, he weren't playing today, so. But I love Lacazette anyway. But I wouldn't play Ozil, I'd put Lacazette behind him. and play Lacazette in a 10. But that's a different thing, but yeah.
Different.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? Might as well try and score. Why not?
All right, so I actually agree with what Jake said. I've said it a few times. I'm not sure if I've said it on camera, but I do feel that Lacazette, we all applaud what his work rate is off the ball. I mean, sorry, his work rate is outside of the box and what he brings to the team, but he's not getting the goals. But he does bring a lot to the team. I think that we could sacrifice Ozil, play Lacazette in that position, and then we get to have Aubameyang in the middle, Martinelli on the left, Pepe on the right. I think that team will do better than the current team we're playing with Aubameyang in it, of Aubameyang out left, Lacazette in the middle, Pepe and Ozil behind them. That's how I feel right now.
Wait, so you're saying play Ozil and Lacazette behind?
No.
You just said
Drop
that.
Ozil.
I think you just said that.
No, I'm saying that's the current team, the team we have when
cool.
Aubameyang was in the team. That was the team we had.
Yeah.
I would say drop.
Look,
Ozil.
I've considered this in the past about Lacazette, but it just seems a bit FIFA, like.
It is very FIFA,
Innit? It's
but
just
let's see what
like
happens, innit?
improvisation. No, I'm not saying-
Let's see what happens against
I'm
Burnley.
not
Let's
writing it
try
off
it.
because players clearly can adapt to different positions. You look at Bukayo Saka, left midfielder throughout his whole, wherever, and then he comes and he's playing left right now. He's balling there.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it can't happen, but you have to understand right now, Ozil in particular has a different role to what Lacazette does, right? In terms of what Ozil does right now, it's not just about making chances, getting assists. It's also about progressing that ball.
Yeah.
And that's why Arteta loves Ozil. We might not love Ozil right now because he's not getting assists, but in terms of off the ball, not just off the ball in terms of running, but also in terms of movement, that precise little passing ability. There's no one in our team that still doesn't have the ability to find the pass.
Don't get me wrong.
Like Ozil.
I'm definitely not saying that Lacazette is a better number 10 than Ozil.
He's not a number 10
Oh,
though.
exactly. I'm not saying that he will do a better job there than Ozil.
Yeah.
What I think is that put Lacazette there, let's see what happens. Dropping out Ozil, it's not going to be a major sacrifice, to be honest. It's not exactly like Ozil's lighting up the team right now.
No, he's not.
And neither is Lacazette, but I think that Lacazette there could do a job.
He could, but then you're forgetting also, Lacazette's role is actually pretty important to what Arsenal do right now, because he actually drops off deeper to make space for Aubameyang or Martinelli to make runs in the box. Now, if you're going to have Aubameyang staying there, because he's not going to drop off deeper, let's get straight, right? You don't have that space for Martinelli anymore. Because you look at what Arsenal are doing right now, I know we've got Arteta who plays, we play at Man City, whoever it is, right? But we're actually playing like Liverpool. Because you've got the fullbacks bombing forwards, Bukayo Saka.
Yeah.
And then you've got the front three very narrow.
When I was watching that game yesterday, the Bournemouth game, it weren't like Saka was a left back.
Yeah, exactly.
He's left
That's
winger,
why I
definitely,
say to people, I see him as a future player for that position.
Yeah.
And it's going to be weird for Tierney to come back because Tierney's a better left back, let's not get it wrong. But as a player right now, he's got 11 goals and assists. And he's like 18 and he's like, halfway through the season. And man will talk about Callum Hudson-Odoi. Yeah, let me start a dialogue right now, yeah? He's not Saka's level. Saka for me, right, has top potential.
You should start sweating if Saka
When I
decides
see
to
Martinelli play and I see
England.
Saka, I see Roberto Carlos and R9. I'm not even joking. Okay, I'm joking. But but real talk, right? I think Lacazette in terms of Ozil's role, right? It just seems like we're forcing it. He's not a 10. Look, we should be going out there right now and thinking, how do you replace him as Ozil?
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Because
but
it seems like you're forcing it in there, man.
for me, what I would do is, like you did say, it's a FIFA thing.
It is.
I'm gonna try the FIFA thing against Burnley. I'll just try it. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it looks.
I don't know, man.
What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below.
Comment below, yeah.
So here's some of the comments. David said exactly, would play Lacazette behind Aubameyang instead of Ozil, who easily gets out-muscled. That's another thing as well,
No, he does get out-muscled.
The physical part of the game.
I hear that. But listen, man, there's plenty of players that get out-muscled, but they're still good enough. Do you ever see David Silva get, when he's holding players off, right? He's always been that player. It's not like it's something new to us. I hate when people go, Ozil gets out-muscled.
That is true.
We've always known that.
That is true, but it's annoying. When the team is where it is now, there's certain luxuries of being able to get bounce off the ball and whatever. Like you can't have it happening when we're scrapping at 10th place trying to climb up the table. Do you get what I'm saying?
Do you really see the league as anything right now? I don't see it as anything.
We could still get top 4.
We can, but it's not going to happen.
But we could still. It's still possible.
It's possible.
It's not impossible.
It's possible. I hear that, but it's like, nah, man. I just don't see it happening because we're not just saying we're 10th right now. By the way, yeah, we're saying 5 teams above us need to stop dropping points. It's not going to happen.
Chelsea.
It could
ain't
happen.
good.
It could happen, but our best
United
way into
ain't
it.
good.
Yeah, well they aren't.
I think we are.
What do you mean? They just been trying 6-0, mate. Yeah, top. Ollie's. What's he got? Ollie's at the wheel. Yeah, United are back. Oh, that's a disgrace, by the way. Man's doing J-League celebrations against Tranmere. Fucking FA Cup. No offense to Tranmere, by the way, yeah. But I think, you know...
I'm offended by their pitch, mate. It was that pitch was offensive. Come on, man.
Bro, man got Maguire doing like Zlatan celebrations, like... Nah,
you
man.
have absolutely no shame, bro.
Shameless. Because this is the same club, don't forget, like, mocks Aubameyang for celebrating the goal when he was an equaliser, right? Cool, maybe fair enough, you shouldn't be doing that, right? But then does that against fucking Tranmere. That, shameless. Dan James, when he lost against Crystal Palace. Don't forget, but that's what United fans are.
Was it a loss or a draw?
It was a loss because he equalised and then bang, Van Arnold scored or something like that. But this fan base is honestly...
Hey, let's get back to the comments.
Okay, United, I'm going to keep it away.
Blizz says a new character unlocked. So
Jake,
everyone knows Jake's name now.
Yeah, big up, man.
But he's been doing interviews for a while, quite good interviews, so credit to him. And Kelechi is what Kelechi had to say.
Of course, and he even recorded Nketiah from loan, and he's playing, man. Look at Nketiah got a goal with a very beautiful performance as well. You know, you can see that he has worked with someone like Besla. You can see his movement off the ball and on the ball as well. So that's what they are saying, is the belief that this coach is instilling in them and is inspiring them to play well. So we have to big up the coach. Yes, you're right. But again, the fans have their part to play. You understand? This life, after what happened yesterday, man, this life is too short. If you're coming here, instead of you to support your team, you're coming here to shout, Arsenal fan TV, get out of our club and nonsense. That's nonsense. It's too short, my brother. Enjoy the game, enjoy the life. It might even be going now. Accident will happen and you die. You understand? All these fans, everybody should just back the players, support the team, hug everybody, we are all one and go home. What is all this nonsense they are doing sometimes? I don't understand them. You understand? But today, all positives for me. Yes, second half, we didn't have shots on target. We didn't really press them that much and all that. Yeah, maybe we took a foot off the gas, but...
Fair point, Kelechi's made it. Like he said, touching on the Kobe Bryant thing, life is too short. Arsenal fans that are singing these AFTV out chants, right?
Some Arsenal fans.
Yeah. A small minority, yeah. You guys are looking very silly now because the reason why you say you have a problem with AFTV is because apparently we spread toxicity and it's all very negative and it doesn't help the club. But how does the team benefit from you singing these negative chants during the game? Not even after the game. During the game, you're singing these chants. The general vibe around the club right now is positive. Arteta's turned things around on the pitch. And even on AFTV, you know, people are not really ranting. No one's really ranting. And if anything, any frustration has been directed at the board, and that's because of the lack of signings that the club clearly needs. And any fan will agree that we need to step up with the signings. But what is the benefit of this now? Like, how does the team benefit from this? It's clearly now just showing that you have an agenda against AFTV that's not like about unifying the fans. And I see a lot of the narrative saying that AFTV claim to speak for Arsenal fans. There's never been a thing in our narrative that says we speak for Arsenal fans. It's that we give Arsenal fans a voice. It's not saying that what I say represents everything all Arsenal fans say. What Bav says represents all things Arsenal fans think. There's a lot of people that come on AFTV that have said things. I don't agree with them. I watch certain interviews and think, what are you talking about? I'm sure when Wenger was here, a lot of you saw what Ty was saying. You could see people on AFTV. It was Claude and Ty. You know, they didn't agree with each other. Does that mean that, you know, how can they both not agree with each other, but we're saying this is how all Arsenal fans feel when two men on the camera don't agree with each other? You see what I'm saying? So
I just don't get
just drop it out, man. Like, and a lot of these men I can see, like, they're starting to like now try and get a following and rally up certain people, and literally every single thing they say they have a problem with AFTV about, they're doing themselves.
Yeah.
So you just look ridiculous. You look stupid. Let's unify and get behind the team. Stop singing about AFTV getting out, because I can tell you for sure.
It sounds rent-free, man.
We're not going anywhere.
Look, man. And also, look, I don't want to come
Let me get that very plain, as Robbie said.
I just don't get it. Like, listen, just why can't you just get on with your lives? Like, if we want to say what we want to say, we say what we want to say. Same with you, right? So at a game, right, you're here to support the club, the team, you know? If you're a player, because I know the players do watch AFTV, right? If you're a player, you're like, rah, man, these fans are still being negative. Because it's always that little negative thing. And Arsenal could be winning 5-0. I know these men will still chant that. Yeah. Why is that? Like, if we're... it's just pissing me off, because I've been to games that I was at Everton away, right? And it just goes like, bruv, come on, man. You've travelled all the way to Liverpool from wherever you come from. And you're all this way, all this journey, right? And you're spending your time chanting about Arsenal fan TV. Like anything a fan should do in a game should encourage the team. How does that encourage the team? How are you being a fan then? Because what you're doing to me, you're showing to me your agendas against AFTV.
Yeah.
And it's, man.
You're more focused on AFTV being out than Arsenal doing well on the pitch.
And may I just say, it's a small minority. Yeah,
very small.
But you can hear it, because what happens for me, right, at games, is maybe 10 fans that are very confident will chant it. And then some around will start joining in. And it becomes a cool thing to hate AFTV. Because right now, it looks to me,
It's a bandwagon
there are
thing, yeah.
people, I'm not going to name people, I'm not going to name names right now, right? But they've been on AFTV before, you know, they've had their fan camps, right? Whatever they want to say, right? But now, because it's cool to hate on AFTV, let's all join in. Happened last year as well. I've seen kids that do it, that they were tweeting AFTV out and then apologizing 10 minutes later, right? Stop being fucking flip-flops, right? If you don't like us, you don't like us, but get on with your lives. I don't like a lot of things in life, but I don't go and talk about them every day of my life. I go to football to support Arsenal. And I'm not going to go there to hate on anything else or hate against anything else like AFTV, for example.
Some of these accounts, there's an account on Twitter, I'm not even going to name it, but I just check it from time to time to see what kind of thing they come up with today. It's literally like a AFTV watch, like an AFTV fan account. I saw one guy, he broke down the views and estimated earnings of a couple of games that we would have made, like comparing two games. And I'm thinking, like, when we have like meetings, internal meetings and like benchmarking our performance and stuff like that, we're not even breaking down things like this. Like, you're so focused on all the wrong things, and I think, it's just a bit sad, really. So
they're focused more on AFTV than Arsenal.
Yeah.
So what team do you support? Because if you really
you support AFTV FC, man.
Because if you wanted to AFTV FC, we could do for a few super fans. You know, so come through.
But yeah, big up Kelechi, man. He said it as it is. In the comments, Taib Hussein said, Saka's performance have made Kelechi forget about Iwobi. Yeah, for those that don't know, you know, Saka is he's Nigerian.
Yeah.
Darwood says, Arteta ball made in the Arsenal Academy. Bars. Yeah, man, like a lot of the Academy players were shining, and if they weren't Academy players, they were still youngsters. So like the likes of Guendouzi, Martinelli.
Do you know what I say about Arteta, right? Is name me one player he's coming. Right? Since he's coming, right, and he's played.
That's not improved.
That's not improved. You can't. It's very few. I can't name. Maybe Lacazette potentially, but he's still working.
Yeah.
Özil, but he's got better than what he was under Emery.
Yeah.
Same with everyone else. Every player's improved, and that's what when he came to Arsenal, when I was the first one. Let me just say, yeah, Arteta's the man. He's the main man.
You were saying,
yeah. You know what I mean? Pep Fraudiola.
But you were saying
get out of the way.
You were saying it just to be a troll anyway.
No. Listen. Okay, look. First of all, let me get it straight, right? If you go on my Twitter, because I've seen people go on my Twitter, right? If you go on my Twitter and you find an unserious tweet, it's unserious for a reason. It's trolling. It's having a joke, right? I see people that take tweets like me saying this Arsenal target Matt Bianco is better than Van Dijk. I've never seen the man play before. I'm joking. Why do people take things so seriously, especially Twitter of all places? Like, I need to start putting views on my own on my bio now because these men just take everything too seriously, man.
All right, so now let's get into the memes.
So the first one is not a meme, unfortunately. Again, we're gonna have to talk about the Kobe Bryant incident. Very tragic, of course. And so the first one is Neymar.
He scored yesterday.
He scored a couple of days ago. Yeah. But he did the 24 Kobe Bryant's number. And there was another one. Another one was Sergio Ramos came into Real Madrid training with a Kobe Bryant USA jersey on.
And is that a moment of silence they're doing for him?
I think they are. Yeah. That's the thing is with Kobe Bryant, right? I'm gonna say it right now. Like, I didn't watch basketball every week. I watched it here and there, okay. But he's one of those people that you just know regardless.
I only really watch playoff basketball, like towards the end of the season.
A fan that doesn't watch football, I ask him about Ronaldo and Messi, he knows they are.
Yeah, everyone knows Kobe.
And it's just,
and just on that, I gotta say, whoever at the BBC put LeBron James's footage up when they was talking about Kobe Bryant, you should be sacked, mate. That's absolutely disgraceful. Like, to mix the two of them up, nah.
But yeah, in terms of Kobe Bryant, man, such a big figure. Like, I swear, I just can't believe it. Cause
I don't play basketball, yeah. But anytime I throw something in the bin, everyone's like Kobe. You know what I mean? And I saw a tweet that said like, don't ever stop doing that. Let that continue.
Listen, people die, but legends never die. Yeah. So let the legacy continue because he is a proper legend, man.
Right. Speaking of legends,
mate. So obviously, United fans, Arsenal fans argue on Twitter all the time. Who's better, Mason Greenwood, Gary Martinelli? We all know who's better, Martinelli. Who is Mason Deadwood? But so Mr. Ronaldinho, one of the greatest players of all time, come out and said, Ronaldinho Martinelli, he says, we as Brazilians are very excited about him. It's one thing to have the talent, but another at 18 to have the confidence. He reminds me of Ronaldo, R9 of course. His first season in Europe, he scored 30 goals and people were thinking, who is this Brazilian kid? Talk about R9. And so I said, even Ronaldinho was comparing Martinelli to R9 and you man thought we were joking. Nah, we're serious, bro.
Well, I've not gone as far as to compare him to Ronaldo yet.
What are you waiting for?
But
What are you waiting for?
But Martinelli is a serious guy. He's
just-
top talent. You could, and the thing is, you could see earlier. I could tell, right? I didn't want to get too gassed too soon because it kind of happened with Tobias this season, yeah, but it was a Forest game.
Yeah.
That game, I was just watching him and Tierney. I was just like, wow, we got two really good players here. Like, just hope that this is the level they always play at. Because also it was Nottingham Forest, so I was like, it's a
But prior to
championship
that,
team.
There was a
pinch of
Europa League
salt.
game as well.
Oh yeah, there was, yeah. But that was, I think that was his first start.
Yeah.
But
Bro,
he's just been
listen,
impressive, man.
this kid,
and
bro.
even when he's not scoring, like against
He
Bournemouth,
works hard, man.
he didn't score, but he was still involved in everything. Do you know
He's
what
one of those players that, as a fan, when you're in a crowd, for example, or even at home, you just love. Because I know for a fact in the crowd, you can hear it all every time you got the ball. Martinelli chant, all that stuff, right? And it's because you just love him as a person, man. And I am.
And what I really liked here in the post-match interview, and I don't know if Arsenal fans have clocked onto this yet, but him and Saka have a celebration together.
Yeah.
You know, like how Walker and
and
Mertesacker used to have the
yeah.
thing where they bump into each other at the side. These men, it's a bit suspect, but they jump into each other front ways.
Yeah. Listen, man, I love to see that.
But what I like is the fact that Saka said they're really good friends and they talk a lot, and that's impressive because Brazilians, they're not really known for speaking English. You know what I mean? So it's good that he's integrating into the team.
Yeah,
as
with
well.
all due respect, when I thought Martinelli come in, I was like, is he going to be like this? You know, was it Wellington Silva's in him, man? The ex, Andre Santos is in that. That's what I thought of as. But he's coming and his attitude is, it's fantastic.
He's going to be our best Brazilian since Gilberto Silva.
Yeah, probably is already. Tell me. Yeah. Sorry, my
hold
bad.
on.
My bad.
Gilberto Silva's
My bad.
invincible.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Listen, but this guy's all learned.
Alright, our best Brazilian attacker, you can say probably.
Yeah, like
I can't think of any other.
On to
Brazilian
you quickly mentioned
attackers.
Bukayo Saka there, quickly before we move on, right?
Yeah.
Do you think he has a future at left back?
I think he does, yeah.
But then, what do we do with Kieran Tierney? Because if Tierney comes back and Bukayo Saka's still flying, because man's got 11 goals and assists, right?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I don't know, play Tierney midfield or something.
Exactly, what do you do? Because Tierney's just as good as Saka, but Tierney's very injury prone. Throughout his whole career, he's been injury prone.
Yeah.
So, do you keep one for the comments? Comment below. Do you think Bukayo Saka has a long-term future as a left back? Because I think he does. Because he's not playing left back.
Yeah.
He's playing left midfielder.
But also, to be fair, for us, he's not really playing left back.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying
He's
to you-
doing well in the position,
Yeah, what I'm saying
but
to
he's
you,
not really
Yeah,
playing left
but
back.
regardless, Kolasinac plays the same position. that I think he
Yeah,
does.
that's true.
So would
But
Tierney.
Kolasinac's not great at defending. Who have we played with Saka playing that position? Like has he come against any proper winners?
Yeah, no, that game against Huddersfield where we were 10 men.
Okay.
Don't forget that.
That is
Stamford
fair.
Bridge 10 men, right? And he
That is a
was
fair point.
fantastic.
That's a fair point.
And I'm not saying he's perfect for the role. I'm saying he's going to develop into it.
Yeah, I think like you can see now he's doing a good job in that position.
Listen,
And
these youngsters are
who is it that said it in the interview? I think it was he
Fernand?
doesn't want people to know his name, so I'm just gonna say the guy that stutters.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. He said the difference between Saka and Maitland-Niles is Saka, like, he's making sure he's stamping his name on that position.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna make it very hard for Tierney or Kolasinac to come back and get that position. Whereas Maitland-Niles, to be fair to him, he's improved under Arteta, but he never really he even came out and said, it's not really my favourite position. I don't think you'd hear that from Saka now, unless he was like directly asked, like, are you a left back? He might say, I'm not a left back, but I'm embracing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, what's funny about that position with Maitland-Niles, right, is if he plays there now, it's his perfect position. Because he wants to play midfield, right? And that's what he's playing. Look at Bellerin yesterday.
Yeah.
Arteta is wonderful at that. Like, he's getting the best out of every player and playing them in their positions at the same time. Like, he's playing Xhaka at left back and he looks perfect there. He's playing Saka at left mid, he looks perfect there. Same with Bellerin in midfield. So, yeah, man,
good,
on to
man.
bigger, better things. Yeah, lads, let's start the longest rugby from AFTV reply chain in history.
So this is a new meme now of like putting Snapchat like captions on pictures of Robbie.
Yeah, hats off to you, Dub, for this. Shut the fuck up by the order of the AFTV boys. Peaky Blinders reference there. Take that back now or I'll fucking shoot you, you bastard. Oh my god, Robbie's got too many of these. This is
Delete all consequences. This is the original one. though, isn't it?
This is fine, hold off. Is that AW you're holding? What's mine? There's one on the Burj Khalifa. So here it is. So 10,000 feet in the air, I can still see this dub.
Dubs only. W's only.
Oh yeah, that shit, man. This was that. I see this all the time. I can see this dub with my eyes closed. Listen, man.
Robbie's selfies are hilarious, man.
Yeah, oh, this
Yeah, that one, yeah.
I just don't get the process of taking that photo. Like, let me just take a selfie and I'm gonna look to the side.
People do take selfies like that, but it's just.
But
it's
I just
funny.
can't imagine being
And
around
a
Robbie.
man slapped the roadman filter on this though, because
Yeah.
Robbie's looking
Sorry,
like
mate. I didn't
you
see
know,
it.
Robbie's looking like I don't know if you've seen the episode of SpongeBob when they're all tanning,
Okay.
and the guy gets I think it was Larry, or no, it was another guy. It was another. Can't remember who he was. It was another lobster, I think.
Yeah.
And he was tanning like mad, and he looked like this.
Man,
Too funny,
he's a class man.
Social interviews, man. You know, I said we're gonna have to get this thing in it, the social sting.
Social thing.
Because here we are again with another one, but this one I just flipped something social I said because of how he spoke, and it's funny, yeah. So I said, rivalries aside, you have to admire the words of inspiration here from Social. Manchester United are going through a real tough time, and I've dubbed it with the audio from a guy. His name's Demi. He's from South Africa, and he's funny because he gives you like a very inspirational speech, and then at the end he just does a madness with his tongue. So he says, I can do it perfect impression. Let me give it a check.
Here we go.
Tough time never lasts. Only tough people last. So that's what I do. That's what I do with the audio for this.
Yeah, watch it on this one, yeah.
Never last. Only tough people last.
Alright, so one thing everyone was talking about last week was this footage of Van Dijk warming up pre-match, and it's just so effortless, man. Like the keep up, ball over the head, turns and just hits a crossbar, so casual.
Yeah.
And then
Someone got Phil
you can
Jones.
see the levels here, you know, Phil Jones. Oh my
Listen, it's
God.
class, man. That's AFTV FC standards. You know what I mean? Sign him up. Would you take him at AFTV FC?
Nah, man, we're having a clear out AFTV, man. We're having trials and all that. So
Yeah, listen, comment below if you want to play.
yeah.
So yeah, Jason Cummings played for Shrewsbury against Liverpool, came off the bench actually. I think Wright called it as well. And he scored 2 goals when they were 2-0 down and he secured a replay at Anfield, right? And so yeah, I think, wait, what did he tweet here? If any Premier League clubs are looking for a new striker, the Cum Dog is in town. Okay, you know, what kind of name is that? But yeah, and then you replied to that with, oh, by the way, this does not include Manchester United, who'd want to join that shit show. Everyone's shooting at United.
If you said to me 5 years ago that a man from Shrewsbury Town is saying he wouldn't want to join United because it's a shit show, I'd just laugh at you. But
While we're on United, what do you make of that whole Glazers and Woodward chants at Old Trafford?
You know, I know you man are very frustrated, but there's a line in it. You can't be singing about wanting man to die.
We're
Because
on that cronky sometimes, but
because then it makes it very hard for people to get behind what you're saying, and it's hard for people to support that movement because you're singing for man to die. Like, life is a precious thing. You can't be wishing death on people just because you don't like them.
again, like let's just say again, it's not all United fans by any means,
Yeah.
and there's only a minority.
There's a very
with
small minority,
top
and
reds.
other United fans have condemned them, and rightly so.
Yeah, but I just feel as it just seems like they're
But
club
then,
right now.
but then man just get tarred with that brush, innit? Because now
Yeah,
man,
exactly.
man will be like, oh, a man could go and say, for example, United fan and say, I want the Glazers out, get rid of the Glazers, fuck the Glazers, whatever. Which, you know, talking like that, that's cool, that's fine, they're frustrated.
Yeah, okay.
But then someone's gonna turn the narrative and say, yeah, did you see this United fan? They want the Glazers dead. You know what I mean? They take one set of people's thing
I just exactly.
and
but
associate everyone else with
what
it.
I'm saying
That's
here
not
now,
right.
what I'm saying here now, right, is imagine those words, the chants of Glazers and that, right,
Yeah.
were said by Flex, were said by Rance, were said by anyone in United stand, or even from the other United channels. You know, they get condemned for it because, oh, fan channels. But when fans in the stadium, some, sing it, it's fine. Why is that? Well, it's not fine,
it's not
but
fine, but
it's not fine, but you know, they get away with it.
They think it's fine to do something like
They
that.
get away with it all the
Yeah.
time, man. And now, man, I just feel like, first of all, as a club of United right now, I just think they're overreacting like that.
I don't think they're overreacting.
I get that you're not at the level
They're looking at
they
their
were.
position in the table, but they're not. I don't think they're overreacting.
No, I hear that, but
I think
these photos going around
even
and-
when I was watching some of United stand stuff earlier in the season, I think some of these men are a bit too nice about everything. I think Rance has been saying
Look,
as it is for
we're
a while.
10th right now. Do you see Arsenal fans going?
Yeah, but it's
going,
different circumstances.
Kroenke, we want you
It's
to-
different circumstances though. Like we're only 10th because you know we should. For example, Chelsea, we shouldn't have lost that game. Palace was unlucky for Bamian to get sent off. Like it's been a
But
few.
that's recently, though.
Yeah, that's recently, but we wouldn't be 10th now because of
No,
that.
but even under Emery, we weren't chanting. We want you to die.
Yeah, but this
And
has
then
been
the
an
photos-
ongoing
Yeah,
thing
but
for
and-
time.
No, but what I'm
for
saying, what I'm saying
time.
to you now is, this is the first time in a while, in 30 years basically,
Yeah.
that they're being a normal club. That's what it is.
No, since
I'll tell you
hold on,
right now.
since Fergie
Alright, cool,
since
hang on.
Fergie left, them man haven't been good.
No, they've not been good, right? But I'll tell you right now, go to Wolves or any other Premier League club, right, Everton, that, and say you're 5th in Premier League right now, they're happy.
Yeah, but that's standards, isn't it?
I know there's standards, I hear that, but this is the first time in the world they're getting reality check. Oh,
And yeah, these are certain men that are living life, man. They're
continues.
free from United. Ashley Young is singing,
Fresh home.
you know, what's it? Yeah, Fresh Home.
Free of shackles.
Singing Bob Marley.
About a thing. Hey, cause everything a thing. Gonna be alright.
Florentine Pogba's being reportedly linked with a move to England, and there's a SpongeBob meme
yeah,
as soon
I've
as
seen
that
this.
rattled meme,
Yeah, man.
mate. And another one for the United fans. This one, Solskjaer, man, just comes out with the golden quotes. Alexis will come back in the summer and prove you all wrong.
Be my guest. Yeah, be my guest. Because, I mean, to be fair, you do deserve a decent player for 500k a week. And regardless, I say they're still paying him 175 grand a week. That's like their 3rd or 5th top earner. And he's not even playing for them. He's not even playing for Inter. That man's living life right now.
He's back now, he's back.
Oh, whatever
He's
it
back
is,
in the
man.
team, yeah.
But they've got much better players than
We
Lexus.
got a title challenge. I said we because I support Inter as well.
You're
we got
not a real fan, are you, man?
We got a title challenge,
Yeah,
mate.
I'm Arsenal, through
We
and
got
through.
Ericsson, Young. You see that? Look at that transfer window, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, they're on business right now. But you see Conte.
But it is worrying though, because Inter have dropped down to the Europa League, so they could be even going for the Europa League.
Oh, yeah. But no, to be fair, Arsenal do have a good record as Conte. Remember that FA Cup final, 2017, Emirates 3-0. So you never know, innit?
This is absolutely hilarious. I don't know where this was.
Oh, I think I have. Is it a dog?
Yeah,
Or cat?
yeah. And this.
Just watch this, man.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But what happens there though? What does the ref actually do there? Like, what's meant to happen there?
Nah, do you know when the kids used to do penalty proof?
What's that?
Do you know what penalty proof is?
Nah.
It's like, if you hit the post, say when you're playing the cages and that, right? Or maybe
Yeah.
like this is the goals that you just put down, and you hit the post, but it looks like it's gone in, you do a penalty proof.
Okay.
So you take a penalty. Sometimes you'd get a foul in your own box, and you'd take a penalty for that for the opposition half because it's penalty proof, innit?
I never heard of that one. But like I said, guys, we really appreciate all your comments, all the love you show. So it's time to get into them. All right, so last week we was comparing Martinelli to Alexis Sanchez, obviously for a bit of a clickbaity effect, I must admit. But he does show a lot of those signs that Alexis does show: the tenacity, the hunger, the desire, and the goal threat. So
And he's South American.
yeah. Coco Beware says, don't compare him to no one. Let the lad flourish. He'll have his own style and identity on the pitch. And you know what? Fair enough. I hear that. Tap Bun Mar says, love the show, guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much, mate. Arson Who says, and this real fan bollocks. Not everyone can go to games regularly or at all. A lot of people can't afford to go to games, but it doesn't mean that they're any less of a fan who goes to every game, home or away. I find it quite insulting that certain types of football fans label others in such a derogatory manner. I love the club, but I do not have the money to go to games because I can't afford to. I'm no less of a gooner because I can only watch team on TV. Exactly, mate. I share that sentiment with you. And I got to touch on that as well, what we said last week about proper fans and all that. Because a lot of them, it seems like we rattled a few cages, man. A lot of them were really upset. A lot of fans, the majority of the fans were saying like, yes, you guys are right. We're all fans, we should all unite, we should be together, we shouldn't be trying to differentiate between proper and couch fans and blah, blah, blah. But there's certain man that came at me on Twitter, came at Bhav saying, oh, you know, I can't even, it's just funny, man. Some of the things they were saying, like,
They're rattled, innit?
they were rattled. Some were saying, oh, we said tourists and not foreigners. And like I said in the actual video, I did make this differentiation between the two, but still, like, there's an undertone of somewhat of racism as well. You're gonna say I'm playing the race card, cool, whatever. I don't care what you say because I know what it is. I saw some man saying, Arsenal's had 130 years of no racist incidents. But all the people I see say these things, you're all white, so how would you know? How can a white person come in and tell people of colour that there's no racism happening? if somebody's getting racially abused, it's not going to be you, so how would you know? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I don't even want to get into it too much
They
anymore.
rattled with the reason.
Because like, we rattled you, man. A man called me Sanka. And if you don't get that reference, it's because of my hair. A guy called Sanka and Cool Running. So these are the same guys that are arguing with me, saying that, oh, there's no racism. And the guy had a picture of Pepe up as well, as his display
Yeah,
picture.
but you can see why I rattled. As they say, the truth hurts.
Yeah, the truth hurts,
The truth
man.
hurts, and they was hurting them. And I had a lot of arguments with people too. But I kept it low key because I don't really I don't fancy giving people my time.
One little youth DM'd me trying to run up his mouth. I didn't even respond to him.
Oh
I
yeah,
just
there's
blocked
another
him.
guy DM me as well. I'm not gonna name names.
But you man ain't gonna say nothing to me when
My
you see me
man,
in the stadium.
my man DM me, fucking, you're not a real fan.
Yeah,
all
it's the
this
same
stuff,
one.
right?
He said to me, I'll DM Bav as well.
Yeah. And then 2 seconds later, without me even replying, man was apologising to me.
You man ain't gonna say nothing to me or do nothing to me at the games. And if you do try to do something to me at the games or whatever, I'm not gonna do anything back because I'm not gonna jeopardize myself. But I tell you what, that's all I'm gonna say, innit?
Pull up,
Yeah.
pull up.
Well, you man are talking all this crud, blah, blah, blah. We're through to the next round of the FA Cup. Stop chatting about AFTV. Get behind the team, yeah? What? You're saying, blood? What are you saying?